Hey guys, it's TheFrXion here, or Tank12, however you want to call me. Today we're playing Walker Assault. This is one of the two game modes that is currently available in the beta, next to the missions. And today actually, well, we have already reached max rank, but that does not matter right now. I will be talking about the big problems I have with this beta. Now, listen up, this is not the problems I have with the game and with the beta. Now, pretty much this is my final verdict on the beta and everything. And there's an X-Wing right there. So pretty much, let's start with the good side, because there's quite a lot of good things about this game. Things that I like about this beta, and things that I totally do agree with. So, as you can see right here, pretty much the first thing you can say right off the bat is that this game looks stunning. You can even see the snow on the rifle that I'm holding right now. Even with third person mode, it looks amazing. The stormtroopers are really nicely animated. The graphics are beautiful. Now, this is definitely one of the big plus sides of this game. It looks amazing, it sounds amazing, and the gun handling kind of it works. So that is always a nice thing. Also, one of the things that I do like in the beta, well, is the ability to be able to play the heroes. Now, I haven't played the Jedis or stuff like that yet, but I really like to play as a. I would really love to play as a Jedi. No, actually, I played as not Han Solo, but Luke once, and it was a lot of fun. So yeah, pretty much that's stuff I like. The maps look amazing as well. Hoth right here. I mean, they really paid a lot of attention to make this as realistic as they could, and I mean, you gotta admit that they kind of hit it right here. Also, I think that here the idea of the new game mode Walker Assault is not bad, but we'll get to that later on. Now, let's get to the things that I kind of want to talk about. The critique I have for this game. Well, obviously, the first thing that's gonna be coming to my mind is, as you can see up there, you can see the X-Wing, the TIE Fighter, and the A-Wings and all that stuff. The pretty much all of the vehicles. Well, I love the authenticity of the vehicles. Gotta give that to them. They really hit the AT-ATs, the Star Destroyers really well. The X-Wings and the TIE Fighters. They look amazing, they play really nice, and they do have the very good Star Wars feel to them. The problem is that I think the biggest problem I have right here is that, well, there are no space battles. And I think this is quite, yeah, it's terrible. A Star Wars Battlefront game needs space battles, and this is one of my first critique points right here. One of the biggest as well. You don't have any space battles. That's like a huge chunk of content being cut from a game that also relies on space battles. They have completely taken out space battles and have added this dogfighting mode where you can dogfight here over the planet's surface, like in Star Wars Battlefront 1, which is, well, okay, but it does not have the same feeling as with, you know, with being able to fly up to Star Destroyers or cruisers to be able, you know, to fight against bigger ships. This, of course, is a huge letdown, in my opinion. It's very frustrating that they did not include that, because they definitely need to include that. Now you can see there a little bit of a funny glitch. Also, another problem is that, well, I mean, look at the sky and you can just see Star Destroyers flying around. I mean, those skyboxes look amazing. But why didn't they take a little bit more time and put them actually, so we could actually play them. Oh my god. So we could actually fly up to the sky and destroy those Star Destroyers, or even like land with a Star Destroyer to drop off like units or those patrol boats. I don't know. There's so many things that they could have done differently. They didn't. So yeah, Space Bells, a big con. Why did they add them? There's no excuse for them. They really must have added them. They needed to add them, and they didn't. Now this is one of the biggest critique points I have right here. Now this is a very long list. I have like 10 things that I definitely don't like about Star Wars Battlefront at the beta currently. The next one is that, well, there are missions. There are obviously some kinds of missions that you can play cooperatively or single player, all by yourself. But there's no single player. I was always a guy who would like to play Star Wars Battlefront all by himself against bots with mods. And that was a lot of fun. I love to play a game like that. And unfortunately, they completely took away the possibility of that. And I think that is absolutely, well, unacceptable. I think they should add that. They don't need to add a single player mission, but they really need to add the freaking ability to be playing against bots all by yourself. Maybe even customize your own matches. No, you need to be able to customize your own matches, because that's what Star Wars Battlefront was all about. Playing capture the flag, getting your own custom matches in there. You know, playing, I don't know, the heroes mode. And I mean, the game modes that are being included right now, they look like a lot of fun. We don't really know what they're all about. Only Walker Assault and what's the other one? That's Drop Zone. I'm not sure if it's Drop Zone, if it's Escape Pod. Well, you know what I mean. The other game mode where you have pretty much a deathmatch with the ability or with the side quests added that you need to defend escape pod and capture the escape pod. Oh shit, Luke Skywalker just killed me. So yeah, pretty much we have some couple game modes, but we can only try these out. Now I think that there should be a possibility to add custom game modes, which brings me to the next big problem. The game modes right now, at least for the beta, Walker Assault completely is unbalanced. Now, Walker Assault, I like the idea behind this game mode. I do enjoy playing it, but the problem right now is that freaking Empire is strong as hell. I mean, if you look at the Rebellion, the Rebels have zero chance against 2 walkers with the bad spawns. This is also one of the big problems with this game mode currently. The spawns for the Rebels are terrible. There's just no good spawn. You just spawn in front of the freaking AT-ATs and you just get wrecked. You get murdered by the AT-ATs, spawn raped, and it's terrible. It doesn't work. And I mean, it's a beta. Changing spawns is something you can do maybe in a few days or in a few hours if you're really skilled at it. But still, I mean, I expected something more. And I mean, they only have 1 more month. Now, one problem that also occurs with, or at least what I've noticed while playing either this Walker Assault or here Escape Drop, is that the Escape Drop or Escape Pods gets boring very, very fast. I don't enjoy that game mode very much because it's very simple and it's always on the same map. Now that's pretty much another critique point. You only have 4 maps altogether for the entire game. I know that there'll be maybe, I hope that they include Walker Assault for Sulus, Tatooine, and Endor. Otherwise, it would be really, really boring with just half, because pretty much after 2 or 3 games, you know this map by heart. And that absolutely sucks. That is unacceptable. Personal shields. So yeah, the map diversity is non-existent. You only have 4 maps, and even at the current state of a beta, that's just not enough with 2 maps that you can try out. Well, the maps look really good, but that is not enough for me. I mean, if there's not enough content, why should I keep coming back to the game? This brings me to the next critique point, or next problem that I have. The content is absolutely garbage. You end up with 4 maps, you don't have the Clone Wars era, you don't have specific classes, and you have these freaking very stupid tokens on the all over the screen, all over the place. And vehicle combat is pretty much decided as who gets the token first, instead of, you know, spawning the freaking vehicles somewhere at the end of the map, or even adding Conquest, which is absolutely a necessary game mode for Star Wars Battlefront. I don't understand how they could have just left Conquest out of this game, or even Capture the Flag. There's no Capture the Flag. I don't understand that, because Capture the Flag was one of the most fun game modes in Star Wars Battlefront. Also one of the most skilled ones. Now you can't even roll around on the ground, which you were able to do before. And I think it's just sad how much they reduced the content of this game. And I think there are no excuses for that as to why they have really cut back the content. I mean, they had 3 years time, and the graphics do look amazing, but oh man, there's just not that much to it, to the game. So yeah, pretty much. Where are we now? So the tokens are a really bad idea. Get them out of the game. Then we have those cards on the bottom right corner with the nades. The nade spam is terrible. Terrible balancing. This sniper right here that I'm using right now is overpowered, and you can use it every 9 seconds. That's terrible. The personal shields, oh my god, don't even get me started on that. Personal shields are overpowered. Everybody can use them. And the jetpack. Well, jetpack units. Well, I don't have anything against the jetpack, but I think that the personal shields are overpowered, as you can see right there. That personal shield just absorbed the entire damage of that freaking, what is it called? Detonator. And I think that should not be the case. Those personal shields are too strong. So yeah, another critique point, or another big problem I have, is that there's no server browser, which pretty much means as well that there are no custom servers. They're telling us that they're going to be adding a lot of content to the game, like DLC, policies, and stuff like that. But I don't care about that, because this game will be released at day 1, and I want to have enough content to keep me playing this game for a couple of months, and not just playing it for a week, having everything unlocked, and then just, well, you know, good riddance, wait for 2-3 months until the next DLC, pay 15 bucks to be able to buy that DLC. And I think that is just absolutely unacceptable by any means right now. We're in the year 2015, and I know that EA has pulled some bad shit, but this is terrible. So I hope you guys know what I mean by balancing issues. As you can see right here, we as the Empire, obviously, we obviously dominate the Rebels right here. They have absolutely no chance of getting past us, and our walkers are still almost both at 100%. And I've only seen, ouch. I've only seen the Rebels win once in like 7 or 8 games. So that pretty much already speaks books about the balancing issues that we have right here. Yeah, so pretty much there are a lot of problems that I have with Battlefront at the current state with the beta, and I'm really skeptical that I'm pretty sure that they cannot turn this all around in the next month. They have 1 month left until the game comes out on the 17th of November. And I'm really worried. I know that some people who have never played the other Battlefronts will probably have a lot of fun with this game. I mean, it looks amazing. It's a lot of fun with the gunplay and the Star Wars universe altogether, but otherwise there's just not much to it. I know that people will like this game, but in the end they will kind of be very sad because there's just not enough content for it in the end. Even for players who don't really care about the Battlefront franchise, there's still gonna be people who think, well, look at it. There's like so much. There's so much missing, and you kind of see that how much is missing right here. You could see one of the guys on my team just played like 57 to 6 on the Empire, and you could see like this is just the balancing issues you have with the Empire and the Rebels on this map, and the Empire is just so overpowered. So yeah, it doesn't matter how much you rank up. I don't really care about that. I just think this is a terrible game mode to show off Battlefront in this beta in particular. I'm really unhappy. I don't know. I think they should add mod support. If they had like mod support in this game, the community would definitely try their best and turn this around, but I know that there won't be any mod support. And I mean, look at this. There's Supremacy, there's Fighter Squadron, there's Blast, there's Cargo, there's Droid Run. Fighter Squadron, I mean, it's fun dogfighting, but it's just not. It's not the same. It's not a lot of. Well, it's. I don't know, if there are no big ships like Space Bells, who cares about Fighter Squadron? I don't know about Blast, Cargo, or Droid Run, but I think they're all gonna be like small little game modes like Drop Zone, and I think that Walker, Assault, and Supremacy will be like the big players in here. But I do have the feeling that the content here might not be enough to satisfy the big followership of Battlefront, of the older Battlefront games. And the fans, definitely not the fans. So yeah, pretty much my final verdict for this beta is that it is a fun game to play for a little bit of time, but it gets very boring, very bland, and it just seems to be so unfinished. So much content is missing. They stripped out so much. I mean, you can have a beautiful face. You can be beautiful, but you could be really ugly on the inside, and sometimes the inside counts much more. And this is the case right here. The inside counts a lot more than the outside. I mean, the visuals are amazing, the sound is amazing, but pretty much other than that, the game modes are boring. The weapons are a little bit too easy. They overheat way too fast. The missions are super boring. They're just the standard stuff. The Empire is too strong on Walker. Walker Assault. Walker Assault is not a lot of fun because of the unbalanced way it is right now. The vehicles with the tokens, that's absolute bullshit. Don't give me that, DICE. Don't put tokens all over the map. Nobody gives a shit about that. Seriously, they should have spent more time on making more game modes, adding more content, and just, you know, getting the Star Wars Battlefront feel, then adding, I don't know, this freaking design right here. This menu looks all neat and stuff, but who cares about the menu when you're playing a game? Could have spent more time on the content, definitely. So this is my final verdict. I'm not too happy about the beta. We can only hope that the entire game, well, the final release will be good. But I'm very skeptical, and I will be looking at the reviews before I'm gonna get the game. Maybe I won't even get it. And this makes me very, frustrates me, definitely. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little series of my Star Wars Battlefront previews. And yeah, I wish they pulled more out of the game. They have this amazing license, and they don't really use it. They leave out so much content that, I don't know. DICE and EA, I know it's hard. I don't know how hard it is to produce a game. I've never produced a game. I think you did a great job with the graphics, but you've missed the vital point of Star Wars Battlefront. The most important one, and that's just the versatility of the maps, the different game modes, the factions, the modding bases. And you just ran past that all along, and you'll probably run on your DLC policy, which will absolutely suck cocks. I'm just gonna say it like this, and I'm not looking forward to that. So I see you guys.